are back with another video. And before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So Cardi B goes on a big rant against another blogger named RM0N after he questioned people's intentions, okay, about Cardi B. As we know, a few days ago, Keisha and Doechii did a interview. And basically, they were talking about the schizophrenia. And, you know, Keisha did call out a few artists that she felt like did not stick up for Doechii, okay? Or mention his name when it comes to influence. Then, you know, Nicki called her out. And then Keisha posted Cardi B. So, RM0N tweeted, do people genuinely like Cardi B? Or is it just to piss Ckiminaj off, okay? Because there has been a history of artists linking up with Cardi B despite Ckiminaj, okay? Now, this is what she had to say on Spaces.
You do not look good like Kellen or just bought a house like Colin or just that nigga that he go out. You're not that. You did it to Santana. You do it to other. Every single time they down and you feeling a certain type of way, that's when you like to drop loads. And that's why God takes shit from you. Always picking on Camp Barbie. Don't even talk about you. Nigga got a whole man, 3 jobs. Y'all don't even think he do gossip blogging anymore. No, you like to pick. And that motherfucker read you down. Smarter than you, better buy a house in Virginia. Buy a car. And you want to be fucking bragging about a fucking apartment in motherfucking downtown LA. I know exactly where you fucking live at. Stop fucking bullying me. Bitch, you been picking on me for fucking months. And you be picking on Ken Barbie for no reason. You want to talk about stop bullying me? No, you think you a bully. Not no fucking bully, bitch. Nasty ass person. Go ahead, bitches, because all you bitches always want to link up with people that don't like me. I don't lose. I don't lose. It's one motherfucker right there. Bad business. That's one motherfucker, he bad business. Jealous. Think you a bad bitch. Fucking coming at me like you that nigga. Those 30, 40 minutes was 5 months of material that you've been using of me. And remember, if you coming at me and you trying me and I don't reply, it's not because I'm scared of you. And it's not because I don't got drags for you. You're too easy to drag, baby. You're too easy to fucking drag.
Now, in my opinion, it sounded like she was throwing subliminal threats. Okay, she said she know where he effing live. She said that he's bad business. That sounds like a little bit of a threat and blackballing-esque, in my opinion. That sounds like, you know, she could be possibly making some phone calls. Okay, that's what it sounds like to me. That's just my opinion, because I'm like, why is she mentioning where he lived if she not having people planning to pull up? Now, Cardi B also clowned Bia and JT. She said on Spaces that she did not see Bia's numbers, and that's sad. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. As for the other hoe, B-word don't even look better or rap better than me. I'm going to let her have your moment. But like I said, I will reply on my time, which means that she will get her ghostwriters, okay, to reply next year. Now, Nicki Minaj eats Cardi B up again. It has been reported that the first month album streams on Payola for Pink Friday 2 was 357 million streams. Okay, we just gonna round it out. 57 or 58, whatever you want to round it to. And Cardi B's I Am the Ugly album did only 165 million streams on Payola. Okay, and is charting terribly. Okay, now with that being said, people called Pink Friday 2 trash. What would you call I Am Delusional album? Okay, and I'm admit the album's not completely trash. I don't think Pink Friday 2 is trash though, but I don't think I Am Ugly album is trash. But it definitely was overhyped. And I think Cardi B tried to use her relationship, the fact that she was pregnant, the fact that she was dissing all the female rappers. She was using that to sell the album instead of using talent. Okay? Even the Magnet record. The first half of that song ain't bad. The first half. Then when she starts saying, you fake ass bitch, you this ass bitch, that's when the song gets trash. Okay? Partisan Fontaine needs to do the whole record over again, but the first half of the song ain't too bad. The problem with Cardi B is that she was trying to look for viral moments in the album. Like, that's why she put out Imaginary Faces. That's why she put out Outside and Magnet and Pretty and Petty. She was trying to go viral, and it just didn't work. Okay? But I will say this. Nicki Minaj, will she be able to do these numbers the next era? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to turn their backs on Nicki. And I'm not talking about executives. They will. They've been doing that. But I'm talking about, people like the general public, the fans. I think that people intentionally are not going to listen to Nicki Minaj's music, the general public, because of what has transpired in the last year. Now, moving on from that, Rihanna's Fenty Beauty could face internal challenges at LVMH. It has been reported that they are considering selling its 50% stake. According to Reuters, I have the real behind the scenes tea on that on Patreon. But there's definitely some sabotaging that's going on. Now, with that being said, according to some reliable sources, Rihanna will start her new era from November. Okay, so a lot of fans are speculating that she will be dropping music. I feel like we hear this rumor every month or every 6 months, and nothing really happens other than another pregnancy. So I'm not even really gung-ho or excited about Rihanna next era, because I feel like it just keeps getting teased. But not only that, is because the last few drops have been kind of mid. Okay? Like the Smurfs record was mid. Then she put out a song with Party Next Door a few years ago, and that one was kind of trash too. That Party Next Door record was terrible. And then even the Black Panther soundtrack single wasn't that great. So I'm just not really excited about Rihanna next era, because I feel like it's just going to be AI. No shade. Now, is Megan Thee Stallion trying to sabotage Gorilla Glue? Now, it was announced that Halle Bailey, who is Queen Bee's artist, is putting out an album, and she got a Gorilla Glue collaboration. Okay? And with that being said, Megan then announced that she will be putting out her song that samples Total the same day as the Halle and Gorilla Glue collaboration. So a lot of fans feel like she is strategically trying to sabotage Gorilla Glue. Here's my thing. I feel like Megan might have been trying to be petty, right? But it doesn't really work, because the song is just a feature. Like, I'm sure Gorilla knows that this record with Halle Bailey is not going top 20, top 10. She probably only did it because it's Queen Bee's artist. I'm sure that's the only reason why she did it. I like Halle, but I think she only got those collaborations. I'm talking about the Mariah Scientist. She did a record with Leon Thompson, and, she got the record with Gorilla Glue coming out. I think she only getting these collaborations because she is Queen Bee's artist. Other than that, like, people would not really care. So I just don't understand why people are making a big deal about this, because I don't even think, Holly's doing 8,000 first week. I'd be very shocked if she do, 10. Okay? I think it's just going to flop. And I like Halle. I think she's very talented, but she don't get a push. So, in my opinion, I really just don't see the big deal. I think people are being very much dramatic. Now, moving on from that, Doechii has been accused of copying Nicki Minaj's poses, copying her rap style and her hair. She performed in New York for her first show for the Doechii tour. Let me know if you guys supported and watched Doechii live. Let's take a listen to what she sounds like. Now, in my opinion, yes, she did a similar pose to what Nicki Minaj did years ago. And I do feel like Doechii is inspired by Nicki Minaj, like other female rappers. But when we're talking about how she raps per se, like when we're talking about stage performance, I don't really feel like she copies Nicki Minaj. Okay? Because Nicki Minaj is not doing those poses when she raps live. She's not. I saw Nicki live a few times. She's not doing that. Let's just be honest. So I just feel like, obviously the Barbs don't like Doechii. Nicki Minaj has subliminally shaded Doechii. So that's why they're really coming after her. But I feel like she's inspired by Nicki Minaj when she raps, like, when it comes to a song. But when it comes to, her performing skills, I don't think she tries to be like Nicki Minaj. I just think that she wants to be one of the best female rap performers. When it comes to performing, I feel like a lot of the girls try to be like the Beyonce of performing. They try to be extra. They try to have as many dancers, be trying to do all this choreography, even when it's unnecessary. I feel like Nicki focuses more on rapping when she's live. And I feel like the other girls focus on more performing and how it looks and the poses and everything else, and not necessarily the rapping. Doechii sounds good, right? But it seems like she's focused on people seeing that pose and, the choreography when she performs live instead of just rapping. Now, speaking of Doechii and JT's alter ego has now sold over 500,000 units in the U.S. So congratulations to Doechii and JT on that. Now, it looks like Megan and Devil Nation are plotting on Nicki Minaj. DJ Akademiks said, just did my second Devil Nation Meg Thee Stallion deposition. That law firm wasting camel face money. This time they try to act right. No more Nicki and Champagne Thickum questions. Shout out to the Jersey federal judge keeping Devil Nation in line. They harassing real N-words. I believe Nicki. Then he said, Nicki don't even like me. Why would Nicki pay Aiden or me to talk bad about Meg? Why they think Champagne Thickums give a F about a chick who ain't even selling records? Devil Nation folks need a mental evaluation. This how you know Devil Nation thirsty for info about Champagne Thickums and Nicki. Max allowable time for a federal civil deposition is 7 hours. I clowned him for 7 hours and he got tight. Petitioned Jersey federal judge for 3 more hours. Got told no. Only get 45 minutes and can't ask about Nicki and Champagne Thickums. By the way, for clarity, the case I was deposed in has nothing to do with Champagne Thickums and Nicki. It's Meg suing a blogger Milagro. Most of the questions seem to surround a theory of their suggesting Champagne Thickums, Nicki, and Tory are paying people to talk bad about Meg and Devil Nation. They might be schizophrenic, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm not shocked. Listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Devil Nation is coming after Nicki and Champagne Thickums. And they trying to come after them legally, okay? See, here's the thing, though. I feel like this is not going to work. I don't think Nicki or Champagne Thickums need to pay blogs to talk bad about Meg. I don't think Meg's likable. She's only liked on social media, but it doesn't translate into sales. Okay? Every time she drop, if she's not dissing Champagne Thickums or Nicki Minaj, it makes no noise. And even when she do diss them, it still don't really make that much noise. Only pissed it because Nicki Minaj gave it, some light. But let's be very clear. Megan, I don't feel like she's on the same level as even a Gorilla Glue. Because if you really think about it, okay, she cannot chart at all, okay? It might go 80s, 90s, 60s, right? But it's like she can't just drop a record and go top 10, top 20. She can't. Not a solo record. Absolutely not. Her last major hit was Savage. That was her last major hit. Some people count Mamushi as a major hit. Not really for me. I feel like Savage is like still her biggest record to date. And I think Devil Nation and Megan Thee Stallion are bitter towards Nicki Minaj and Champagne Thickums because they don't kiss their asses. Okay, I think there's a lot of they not kissing the ring. So now we gotta sabotage them. That's what it's given. Now, Kendrick Lamar earned the most units on the Billboard Hot 100 on the 2025 chart year more than any other artist. So he has 4 entries. Luther sold 6.1 million units. Okay, and it hasn't even been a full year for his album. His album came out in November. So next month, it'll be a year. And he did 6.1 million for Luther. TV Off did 4 million. Not Like Us did another 3.45 million. And by the way, these are units sold. And then Squabble Up did 3.17 million. Okay. Now, this is really good for Kendrick Lamar. I definitely feel like he will win a Grammy. But I don't know if he'll win record or song of the year. A lot of people feel like he's going to win record of the year. The only one that's going to win that would be Luther. But I'm shocked Peekaboo is not on this list. Peekaboo was one of my favorite songs off GNX. Now, young toilet seat, pissy face Carisha decides to tweet again after Tyler has been teasing her Chanel song coming out tonight. Well, technically tomorrow. And, Tyler is also the face of Chanel. I forgot to mention that. So she getting double the bag. But that's neither here or there. The point of the matter is, young pissy face Carisha, young toilet seat, said that she think that she is at her breaking point. Okay? I guess she's tired of getting dragged online. Bitch, we don't care if you at your breaking point. As long as that means you won't be releasing no music. I have zero sympathy for young toilet seat. There's nothing she can say to make me sympathize with her. She's slow. Okay? Were you in your breaking point when you were getting peed on by billionaires and going to the Louis store and the Chanel store? Okay? You at your breaking point because nobody gives a fuck that Tyler took your song. It doesn't even sound the same. You at your breaking point because that career is over. And even if Diddy gets out of jail, he not going to treat you right. So that's why you're really at your breaking point. Nobody cares. Go sit the fuck down. You was writing letters to the judge trying to get Diddy out. You a thirsty, trifling hoe. So another 50,000 lashings for you. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon on what's really going on with Rihanna. I got some tea on Nicki, Sydney Sweeney, and Queen Taylor. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.